1. Some jellyfish are immortal. Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish, is a species of small, biologically immortal jellyfish. They can be found across the world's oceans and in all types of tropical waters. They are one of the few known animals capable of aging completely backwards during their life cycle, like a butterfly that turns back into a caterpillar, or a frog that turns back into a tadpole. Basically, Benjamin Button from deep. This means that they have no fixed lifespan, and could theoretically live forever if they keep returning to their previous state. However, this only happens if the jellyfish is exposed to tremendous stress, such as starvation or serious injury. 2. A dog's sense of smell is 40 times stronger than ours. The area of a dog's brain that detects different odors is about 40 times larger than that in humans. This means they pick up more odors than we do. That's why they make good police dogs. Some dogs have such a keen sense of smell that they can even smell medical problems. There have been many cases where a dog would smell an impending seizure or when their owners needed more medication. 3. Koala fingerprints are incredibly similar to our own. At first glance, koalas may not seem to have much in common with us. But if you examine their hands, you'll find that they actually have fingerprints that look just like ours. In fact, they are so similar that there are concerns in Australia that koalas could contaminate crime scenes. So, all you koalas, take heed, don't forget to put on some gloves before you rob that bank. 4. Elephants are the only land mammals that cannot. The reason is very simple, really. They don't need that. Most animals that evolved to jump, such as kangaroos, frogs, or monkeys, learn to do so only to avoid predators. While elephants can maintain their safety in other ways, namely their huge size, strong tusks, and protection from their large social groups. It is not surprising that it would be very difficult for the elephant to get off the ground. In fact, it is absolutely impossible for them to do so. This is because their bones and joints are all facing downward, which means they cannot jump off the ground. 5. It takes a sloth up to a month to digest a single leaf. As you may have guessed, everything sloths do is slow. Eating is no exception. It takes a person between 12 and 14 hours to digest and eliminate waste. But when it comes to sloths, the whole process can take up to 30 days. 6. Some crabs have teeth inside their stomach. The crab claw can be very intimidating to predators, competitors, and their prey. But for the ghost crab, that's not enough. That's why they often complain about their enemies. When you think of waste, you probably think of dogs, lions, or other ferocious beasts. Either way, you probably wouldn't associate it with crabs that have teeth in their stomachs. However, these teeth are not only used for waste. They are located in the stomach and rubbed together to grind food. 7. Flamingos are actually light gray or white, not pink. The phrase "you are what you eat" couldn't be truer for flamingos. Their vibrant pink color comes from the algae and shrimp they eat. In fact, their feathers are actually light gray or white. It's a similar story with polar bears. Their fur is translucent, and only appears white because it reflects the snow and ice surrounding them. Underneath it all, they actually have dark black skin. 8. The tiger has striped skin, not just its fur. Speaking of skin, a tiger's skin is striped in the same way as its fur. As with our fingertips, each one's tiger stripes are unique. The same applies to pet cats. Some pattern cats, such as tabby, tortoiseshell, and calicos, have skin that is lighter than their hair color. 9. Otters have the thickest coat in the world. The tiger's skin is striped, not just its fur. Tiger running in the lake. Speaking of skin, a tiger's skin is striped in the same way as its fur. As with our fingertips, each one's tiger stripes are unique. The same applies to pet cats. Some pattern cats, such as tabby, tortoiseshell, and calicos, have skin that is lighter than their hair color. 9. Otters have the thickest coat in the world. Animal experts believe that otters have 1 million hairs per square inch of skin. What's more, their fur has 2 layers, and is perfectly designed to trap air against their skin, just like a waterproof jacket. While we're talking about otters, have you ever seen a picture of them holding hands? It's absolutely adorable. Holding hands protects them from predators, and prevents them from being carried away. Otters are highly social, and fear losing family members and partners while they sleep. 10. The octopus has 3 hearts. We all know that an octopus has 8 tentacles. But did you know that they also have 3 hearts? 2 of them are used to transport blood to the gills, and the third transports blood to the rest of the body. If that wasn't enough, they also have 9 brains. Maybe that's why they're so smart.